Okay, for these, the next kind of 4 videos, what I'm going to be doing, because obviously there's a lot of hype around Stranger Things. I'm a massive Stranger Things fan. I love the music from there. Also, they've released soundtracks to all seasons. So what I'm going to do over the next 4 videos is I'm going to have a look at the vinyl releases for the soundtracks for each season. And then the season 5 soundtrack comes out in January, so I'll finish it off with the season 5 soundtrack. So just looking at the vinyl, this stuff did come out in CD, but it's all about the vinyl, obviously, with this. So the first one I'm going to be talking about is season 1. And now this came out in 2 double vinyls, volume 1, volume 2. And there's a box set as well, which I'm going to show you that as well. So this was the cover for it. So this is Stranger Things season 1 soundtrack. This is volume 1. It came out in 2 releases here, volume 1. What's unique about this one is it was literally just the soundtrack. None of the kind of music like we did with season 2, 3 and 4. They released 2 kind of compilation. One with the soundtracky stuff for the Stranger Things, and then another one that was the tracks that we used in that. But this one here was different. There wasn't any of that for season 1. It was literally 2 double vinyls and just all the soundtracks. So volume 1 came out on a double vinyl. The inside here is obviously Will's bike. But you got tracks like Stranger Things, Kids, Nancy and Barb, This Isn't You. This is my favourite one because this is the classic kind of intro to kind of Stranger Things and all the classic bits, especially from season 1. Now, what I really like about the Stranger Things soundtrack, you're probably wondering, other than being a really good program, is I'm a massive synth head. And to me, everything about Stranger Things is just brilliant. From the music, which is all synth orientated. I'm a massive horror fan, so it's very kind of horror orientated. And also, it's got I'm a massive film. I love kind of 80s kind of classic films like E.T., Goonies, It, the original one. To me, they've kind of been influenced by all of these, all in one kind of program, and that's one of the reasons why I love this. I love the time it was set in, I love the clothes, and especially love the soundtrack, which kind of drew me to Stranger Things with the kind of synth orientated stuff. So volume 1, I said you've got tracks like Hanging Lights, Cops Are Good at Finding. I said you've got the gatefold. That's the same. The back you've got the cabin as well. But the vinyl's really great, and obviously you get like a poster or just a sheet basically. One side you've got Will in it, the bike lying on the floor with Mike and that kind of finding the bike, and that's a really good kind of print to have. And then the other side you've got all the credits, but the vinyl's really great. As I said, it come out in double. Vinyl 1 is on a nice kind of blue, which I love, and number 2 came out in a red, which is great. And I'm not sure if it's still available or if it's out of print now, but it's definitely collectors. But what they did do for this is they released a box set, and it was the only season that they did release a box set of the soundtrack, and this is it here. So it's really good. It's a nice kind of solid box, black box, Netflix at the top, and you've got this kind of metallic kind of Stranger Things here. You do get the same volume 1, volume 2 in there, but it's a different colour vinyl, which I'm going to show you now. So once you open it, you get sort of this kind of showing you what's inside. So you've got things like Stranger Things Volumes 1 and 2, a collector's edition vinyl LPs. It's a 180 gram vinyl pressing per volume, crystal clear green and white splatter effects, which I'm going to show you in a minute. Deluxe heavyweight gatefold sleeves, brilliant. 4 colour inserts featuring linear notes. You've got character cards. You've got 2 posters in there, which I'm going to show you now. But that's such a really good kind of collector, especially for volume 1. I've not seen this anywhere else. I'm sure it's still available somewhere. You might be able to find it on eBay, but it's such a good collector's. So the postcards you've got, it's all here. So you've got, you've got Lucas, you've got Mike, you've got Will, him. I can never remember what his name is. The classic Hopper. Jonathan, one of my favourite characters in it, another good character, and my all-time favourite character, Dustin, and finally 11. So you've got some nice postcards in there. I say postcards, there's nothing on the back. I think it's just prints for you to kind of frame. But you do get 2 posters with it, 2 mini posters, which is really good. You've got the classic, the image from the very first season. This was kind of used everywhere basically, but it's a classic kind of image of season 1. And then the other poster you've got if I can open it. Again, it's from the insert as well. It's you know, Dustin like finding Will's bike on the road. That's such a good kind of image. But the vinyl itself, it's got different images compared to the other ones. The image on these ones here, it's got that poster finding Will's bike. The back is very different. You've got someone in a hazmat suit. So this is volume 2 that I'm looking at now. And the double sleeve or the open gatefold is 11, which is doing a kind of disappearing into her mind kind of thing. So that's a really good. And I love the fact that they've used this kind of open black here, given the you know it feels like it's like really open, and just this little tiny image of 11 there. Inside, again, you've got a great image on one of the sides of Hopper & Co. Winoni Ryder. You've got the credits on the back. The vinyl, look at that. It's a lovely kind of coloured vinyl there. So it is different than the normal release. Include the images used on the gatefold, including the vinyl. The other vinyl on this one, volume 2. Again, you've got Jonathan. In fact, you've got the other. It's basically just the postcards that you get with it, but on bigger format. And again, this is a green splatter. So that's volume 2. Volume 1, inside the box set. Again, you've got the same tracks that are on volume 2 when it came to the actual release with the green and blue vinyl. The gatefold image in the middle is a close-up of Will's bike. And again, you've got the front exactly the same. So they really kind of focused on Will's bike in this one here. Inside, you've got 2 sleeves. Again, you've got the kids there. Look how young they look compared to now. And on the back, you've got a classic Will on his own. And again, this vinyl is green splatter. And then the other vinyl, again, on this side, you've got massive image of. So basically, just the postcards you get with it. Again, on green splatter. So it's it's a real good kind of collector's item. The box set for season 1. I said it's just all kind of soundtracky stuff. There's no kind of, you know, like Kate Bush and things like that. There's no tracks on it. Whereas the 2nd, 3rd, 4th season did have another vinyl, double vinyl with all the kind of tracks on it. This is season 1. And music-wise, it's probably my favourite out of the lot of them. And the fact they kind of went all out with the 2 volume 1, volume 2s, double vinyl, coloured vinyl, and then the box set with all the splatter green vinyl. So if you can get your hands on this, get your hands on this. So that was season 1 soundtrack. So I'm going to look at season 2, 3, and 4 as well. I'm not going to talk too much about the tracks because we know the tracks that we kind of used. I'll just pull out a few kind of ones that I think are great. But I love the soundtrack to this. If you're into your synth, this is it. If you're into synth soundscapes, this is it. Very horror orientated, and I absolutely love it. And I do listen to this quite a lot. It is available on CD, but obviously we're talking about vinyl. So that's season 1 when it comes to Stranger Things. What do you think of season? What is your favourite season? I'm not going to talk about my favourite season yet. It will come up in a minute. But what are you thinking about season 5 right now? I've only watched the first 4 episodes. The next 4 don't come out till Christmas, but I'm so excited, and I think it's a great season. I'm not going to give you any spoilers, but let me know what you think of season 5. Do you believe the hype? It's really being hyped right now, but I love it. It's one of my favourite. It's my favourite all-time program. And what else to kind of get ready for the finale of season 5, the finale of Stranger Things, and do the soundtracks. So that's volume 1, Stranger Things. If you can get yourself on the box set, get hold of that. That is definitely going to be a collector's item. It is, not probably now, a collector's item. But you can get the volume 1, volume 2 on its own. Great. If not, get the box set. You heard it here.